Today what we're going to be doing is taking a look at a Tropius team. This is a Tropius team submitted on Patreon. It also has some really cool Paradox Pokemon in Iron Treads, which is one Pokemon that I actually think is really good right now, and Iron Moth. It has a Medicham with Nightshade, a Hydreigon, and a Fargiraffe too. Let's take a look at the official team submission post on Patreon. What we got to do is professional YouTuber it up. Bam, bam. Move everything around. Like I said, this is the official team submission post on Patreon, and you can see right here, there's a rental code PokePaste. They say this team is based around Iron Moth and Iron Treads. Yo, thank you so much for the subs. Appreciate it. Yo, thank you so much for the subs. I really do appreciate it. That's the benefit of streaming on Twitch. I appreciate it, friends. They're using Tropius, and I think Tropius with Wide Guard and Leech Seed is really good. I've talked about it with Brambleghast, that like a lot of people don't understand how to handle Leech Seed users. In this format, they haven't been conditioned to go through the Celesteela wars and the Ferrothorn wars like us OG players. So what we're going to be trying to do is see if we can make Tropius work. But going back to like what this team has, I really think that like there are some things that can be cleaned up. I think Tropius is pretty good, but like Treads, Medicham can definitely clean up. There's a few different things we do with the Medicham. Hydreigon, I've been seeing a lot of people using the Hydreigon with Focus Energy and Tailwind, cutting Protect, and hoping for double setup, and I feel like that is just a little bit too much wishful thinking, but I think this is a really cool team, and I'm excited to use it, so hopefully we win some games. Indeedee Armarouge with Hands, Kilowatt, Serena, and Roaring Moon. Roaring Moon is hard to deal with, but I think we'll be okay. What's your record in the Paldea Prologue tournament? I know you were like, you know, only a few losses when I checked. Let's see, what do we want to do with Tropius here? Tropius is okay. We have Water Terra, which is actually pretty good here. If we can take out the Roaring Moon, we should be able to stop a lot of their damage. And I think we could realistically go like Fargiraffe and just imprison. This is where I would like a Snarl Vested Hydreigon if it was me. If it were me. What if we just went like... What if we did this? Hold on, let me check the EVs on these things. Dude, I'm going to do this. Watch, this is going to be freaking hilarious. Alright, we're going to go both those. And then I'm going to bring the Fargiraffe. And we're supposed to bring Tropius, so I'm bringing it. But, like, I don't think Tropius is the sauce in this last spot. I really don't. Like, I really don't. Alright, let's go. 25-5, great record, yeah. Okay, so we're going to be showing you some cool stuff. Yeah, Tropius is cool. It has Wide Guard, right? So that's like big busted. What we're going to actually try and do with this team for the first game is I want to open up Sludge Wave Earthquake and Earthquake my own Iron Moth. And we're going to Fairy Tale away so we don't die. But I do think that like Flying Terra on this Moth would be really good. Okay. Dude, we can just D-Gleam that thing. What's it boost into? Speed or attack? Attack, okay. There's a chance we outspeed. I'm doing it. Let's pop off, boys. Dude, I'm doing this. I'm doing this. I did it. Let's go! Dude, they're just gonna Wide Guard the crap out of me, bro. Okay, let's see what happens here. So we're gonna go Fairy Terra. And let's see what happens here. They don't see it coming? No way they guard. No, I agree. They shouldn't see this coming. They should not see this coming at all. Yeah. Nice. Big damage. Hopefully we have enough damage with Sludge Wave here. To kill the Armarouge at least. Yes, that's fine. We don't care about your Roaring Moon. That's good. That's value. I'm gonna laugh if they like attack my Moth with like a Dark or a Dragon attack or something. That'd be funny. Brick Break. Bro, Brick Break. Not bad, dude. We hold. We're holding out here. And now we're stuck using Earthquake. It's fine. Or we can mix it up and do like a Dazzling next turn. It's gonna be Hands. Cool. Do I EQ here? I EQ here, right? I EQ Protect. I don't see an issue with EQ Protect because like we have the Dazzling Gleam with the Fairy Terra Moth as well. So we'll just go for one EQ Protect. And then next turn we have the big Gleams. Like the absolutely massive Gleams here. And I don't want to get my Moth fake outed. They should know that we're Scarfed though. They should. Oh, Terrastalize. Are they going Flying Terra? Better late than never? better late than never. I hope they don't Dragon Dance / Tailwind. That would be not good for me. That'd be really subpar for me if they Dragon Danced or Tailwinded, but I don't think they will. Fake out into... Yes, cool. Awesome. So this is great damage on hands. And then next turn we'll just pivot that thing out. Next turn we just pivot it out. Nice. Great damage. No D-Dance. Alright, cool. This is absolutely perfect. Alright, it's Tropius time, right? It may not be the perfect time to use Tropius, but we're doing it, right? Fire Giraffe would be kind of sick here, but I'm going Tropius, boys. Let's go! It's time! Tropius about to be popping off out here. So we're going to go Giga Drain in that slot just to get the finish off KO, and just go for the Gleam. We can even, like, Sludge Wave. Sorry, yeah, we can go Wide Guard with our Tropius and block him from getting hit with Sludge Wave, too. That's, like, really, really clean. Fairy Terra on this Moth. Yo, the hard pivot. Yo, they're scared. They're running scared from Tropius. Kilowatt. Okay, this is a lot of damage on this thing. Moth does not KO it, but next turn Moth can just protect, and I can put, like, Leech Seed or Giga Drain in that slot. Let's see how much damage they even do. Dude, that's a lot. That's so much damage in that slot. Let's actually think about what we need to do in this situation. We need to find a way to not lose. You have hands. No, hands died. Alright, so you have Roaring Moon. That's it. Let's see. What is the best way to not lose? Yo, gift and a sub! Yo, we're almost at the sub goal for more weekend streams. You guys are saving me out here. What's the play? We have the win con if we preserve at least one of our Pokemon. And I think preserving the Tropius would be better. So we're just going to protect with Tropius. And then we're going to bring out Far Giraffe in the back. And we're just going to go protect D-Gleam. And if you double into the... That's fine. And then Single Shot Gamer, yo, helping us get to the sub goal. Yo, we hit the sub goal. We hit the sub goal. A hype train is close, friends. Thank you. Thank you. These weekend streams. Dude, saving us out here. Thank you so much. Tailwind's absolutely fine. I thought about double attacking, but I didn't want to get attacked on Moth and then hit with Tropius and then be down to just one Mon. So what this does is it forces you to attack the Tropius, but it makes you have to respect the Moth, and you can't respect the Moth and set Tailwind, while also still checking the Tropius. So I feel like this was the safest way. You rocking the Tropius, you already won. Yo, thank you so much. Thank you guys so much for the support on Twitch. Thank you guys. I'll put some subs up for that. And we take those first wins. First wins, dude. People never expect you to just hit your own mons. They never expect it. Going with the golden oldie tech. Hitting them with literally the oldest trick in the book, I feel. Tropius. Busted. Alright. Going up against Hard Trick Room, I feel that Far Giraffe is a really, really good mon. You do have Ghost Terra. I would go Ghost Terra on Far Giraffe just to block things like Mouse Hold and Annihilate in the future. But I do think that you can definitely get away with going Far Giraffe here. I want to take a look at your Iron Tread set because I feel like that Annihilate is going to be a problem. I feel like it's going to be an issue. We have Ghost Terra on Medicham, and that's like the only one. So the Annihilate going to get to pop off, and we can't do that much about it. And they have multiple setters. Looking at what we need to do here. We could try and make a board state. Well, the Annihilate has enough health. So they're always... How hard is it to win VGC? It's not that hard. What we want to do is create a situation where we guarantee that they KO one thing and then we come out... Like, so what we're going to do is this. Alright. Yo, Braden gifting the sub as well. Yo, thank you. Thank you. You're absolutely amazing, my friend. We have to bring Tropius. Dem's the rules, and you gotta pay the tax. Here we go. I don't think Tropius is good in this matchup at all. I think Tropius is like really, really not good, and you should definitely bring Hydreigon. I don't know why we're not bringing Hydreigon, but we gotta bring Tropius. But Braden gifted a sub, helping us out. What's up, man? How you doing? We're doing undefeated battles with Tropius. Started 2 months ago, and now ranked 150 on ladder and 60 on the Paldea Prologue. Well, congrats. Congrats. Thank you guys for all the support. We're level 2 on the hype train. You guys are absolutely killing it. We're going to see what we can get done here. I think they're going to go ape. Oh, into the Armorage. That's a unique take. But now we just imprison it. Like, that's the thing. So the plan was to really tunnel them into, like, going for a final Gambit play into our Far Giraffe, which I don't even know if they could KO Far Giraffe. Yeah, I don't even think you can KO Far Giraffe with Annihilate. And then we would basically have just forced out Far Giraffe, for Medicham, made them waste their Gambit, and then re-bring it back out, and then trick them to Trick Room. In this situation, I'm going to go with... Dude, I kind of want to just Sludge Wave. What's this Terra? Dark Terra? All right, we'll just go D-Queen. It's fine. Ooh, let me think about that. We're going to go Fairy Terra first, and just pop the D-Queen. And we're going to go with Imprison. Imprison some of these, know what I'm saying, know what I'm saying? They can totally click Expanding Force if they want to be... You've never gifted a sub? Oh my gosh. Well, I thank you so much, my friend. Thank you. It really does help. So let's see what they want to do. Fairy Terra on this Moth is like surprisingly cracked. And then they're probably going to be going for absolutely massive wide guards for the remainder of our life. But they can't wide guard and like actually win, I don't think, because eventually we'll just swap things out and be fine. We might have to use... what is that? What is that stupid move that the Medicham has? Nightshade. There's the Imprison, easy peasy. Are you just going for an Expanding Force? There you go, sealing up that Trick Room. Alright, so in this situation, I think you can just go with the second one of these. I think we can actually open up the D-Queen Hyper Voice. If they want to go with Wide Guard, they can. But let's see. They can Wide Guard. They are allowed to click that button. And it would suck for us if they did, but I think we're fine. We just want to get the Throat Spray proc, so we'll eventually be able to be a bully. You can click Expanding Force, but you can't click Expanding Force and Wide Guard. You're starting to see the problem here. The best you can do is like... The best that they could do is go like Wide Guard and Psychic something. And that's one of the reasons why I still Trash Toss my Moth. So this is going to do a lot to them. I don't think we're going to get any KOs this turn, but they're not going to be able to KO us either. We might be able to KO that Entity with this Hyper Voice. That would be really good. Nice. Are you armor cannoning my Vargiraffe? Hey, go nuts. Go nuts, Chuck. We got some good Mons in the back, too. And, like, you're within range of getting KO'd by Moth at this point as well. Oh, into the Moth. Oh, into both. Well, you get the idea. We're fine. Crit my Moth. I don't think that should have KO'd. Yo, is that 5 gifted subs? Oh my gosh, 5 though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Dude, are we gonna use Tropius? All right, let's actually think about this. I'm gonna go Medicham. Look at this Medicham set, bro. Look at it. Just look at it. This is the funniest Medicham set I've ever seen. And then Infected Truce gifted 2 subs. You guys are my hero. You guys are my absolute heroes today. Yo, I'm glad someone got that joke. Thank you guys both. Holy moly. Hatterene. Okay, we can't taunt that. We actually can't do shit against that hat, but what we can do is just go... I can't believe we're going to have to Nightshade something. I've never, like, clicked this move on anything that was not a Dusclops. Look at all those subs, yo. We're at level 4 of the Hype Train. And we're still trying out here. We probably should have hit the Armory slot. Actually, we definitely should have, because they could have wide guarded and this would have still gotten the KO. But look at that Nightshade damage. What is this? What is this? Is this real life? Is this just fantasy? Are we caught in a landslide? Are we escaping from reality? We are, actually. This is our reality. We're holding on, dude. We're killing it with this team, man. We're caught in Psychic Terrain. Yo, Jim Wood gifting a sub as well. Dude, I always live. I thrive and survive. What's our last mon? Dude, we got Tropius as the last mon. That's not actually a good mon versus Torkoal. I'm going to let you know real quick that mon's probably not going to be as optimal versus Torkoal as we would like. So we still had Psychic Terrain for a couple turns. I think because Imprison's protected, or Imprison's imprisoned, and you got to pay the tax. I think we actually just Nightshade this Torkoal and just protect with Vargiraffe, and then Hatterene's going to get basically pinned by everything, and we'll be good. Right? And then the Hyper Voice just does massive damage to the Torkoal, I think. And then we'll be able to wide guard correctly. That's the idea. Yeah. Yo, the facts are the facts, and you got to pay the tax. The Vargiraffe tax. Ice Spinner's good. Yeah, I think Treads could have been good there, but it would have been obvious, right? And I didn't want it to be obvious, and that's why I led with what I... So Treads would have lost to Annihilate, right? That's the thing. We don't have any way to stop them from going Annihilate, and that's why I wouldn't have done that. All right, so Medicham goes down. What did they use with Torkoal? Eruption, right? Eruption and Heatwave? I'd love to have Ticked Out, but I think it's alive by like 1. Or Eruption, cool. So we're gonna come with the Tropius, right? We're gonna come in with the boy. And thank you guys for gifting subs, man. Thank you. Tropius about to be cleaning up in the back. Yo, thank you for the follow as well. Big Tropius. And then they're like, hey, it's fine. You just have Tropius. And I'm like, that's all I need. Let's go, Tropius. Pop, 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 pop. Yep, Medicham in the front. Well, Medicham was also in the back, but it came out a little bit earlier. Like, Medicham actually is really, really good in this situation. I'm surprised. Color me surprised. That's the most amount of success I've ever gotten using a Medicham. They're thinking, the fact that we have Protect in Prison is making this so hard for them. They're like, man, come on, man. Don't do me like that. Yeah, Moth in the front, Bird in the back. Tropius is a bird. Alright, so Wide Guard. We're trying to stop Eruption here. Or Heatwave. You know, whatever. Big Hyper Voice. Big damage on Torkoal. We're not doing viewer battles today. We're doing team fixing today. So after this, we're going to be fixing... Oh, they actually went for it! Dude, no way! No way, dude! Oh, dude, not like this. Tropius might die to Torkoal. I'm not gonna lie. What an absolute gamer. Let's see. 3 turns on Sun. I feel like you just go for the Giga Drain, right? Ugh. You don't Leech Seed, right? I mean, Leech Seed can miss, and that would be a game loss. I think you just want to hit 2 Gigas, you know? Because they're just going to Flamethrower. I don't think they KO. Best they could have is Charcoal. Ah, man, not like this, bro. Alright, come on, Tropius. Come on! They're going Terra. I say it holds. I have faith. This Tropius is split defenses, but it has Spadef. Spadef, 108 Spadef. We have a decent Spadef stat. It's just a Torkoal, you know, freaking broken super turtle. Come here, me crit. Yo, Tropius! Tropius doesn't even need to hold. Tropius is strong. Get out of here. Get out of here, Torkoal. No thanks. Tropius busted. Strong, powerful, independent. That's right. Tropius, the GOAT. I kind of want to go Trick Room against this. I'm gonna lead Tropius, I think. I'm gonna lead Tropius and Moth. I think it's a good lead. I also think like Tusk or Treads is really good. And then I don't really like Hydreigon here, even a little bit. So I go Fire Giraffe to switch on Shadow Ball. But I don't like them on ear either. It's like really bad. Is it Medicham? Medicham's not good here. We shouldn't ever bring this Pokemon. I guess it's Hydreigon. Ugh. Hydreigon's really not good here at all. But it can switch in on Earthquakes. It can tunnel into D-Gleams. It can't Protect. But we'll see what we get done here. Alright. Cool. Tropius busted. Tropius busted. Let's go. On guard. 2 Heat Waves probably kills Murkrow after Life Orb Tick. Withdraw! Dude, they're running scared from Tropius! Dude, I'd be running scared too. Tusk? T-Tar! Dude, that's fine. Don't you know the almighty legend of Tropius? What are they brave birding me? Are they taunting me? No way. They could taunt. They could totally taunt. I wouldn't even be mad. Tailwind's good there too. So they see Wide Guard, right? They see it. There's no way they think that they can taunt my next Wide Guard before it happens, right? There's no way. We burn the Murkrow. That's actually super important. Super important. Like, there's no way that they think they can taunt that Wide Guard, right? Like, you know, taunt and then Rock Slide in the same turn? There's no way. I'm going to give them enough credit to say they don't think that that's the thing that happens here. There's no way, bro. Alright. Yeah, I mean, you could still Rock Slide, but, like, I don't think so. You could still Rock Slide, but I don't know about that. Alright, so they're not taunting, right? They're not taunting. But they shouldn't Rock Slide either. This is definitely like a Flying Terra T-Tar all in on the Tropius turn. Like, definitely. Or maybe you go after Moth. Rock Slide. Bro, they just still clicked Rock Slide! That's so nuts. That's crazy. Citrus up, though. We got a 50% shot to get this back every single turn because we're goated. Leech Seed. And we missed, right? 100%. Never, ever. Dude, that would have been game. That legit, no lie, would have been game if we would have hit that. Absolutely game. 100% game. 100% EQDs, though. What are you going to do? Shadow Ball me? That Leech Seed miss. That sucks. Unlucky. Alright, let's see it. Light Guard, make it rain. Shadow Ball. Oh, dude, all my homies hate Tropius. Tropius holds. Stop a tantrum. Oh, we're fine, we're fine. We're good, we're good. We're golden. EQ, EQ, baby. Damage. Dude, that didn't do shit. Alright, what do we got here? Tropius down. We got Hydreigon, I guess. I think you just go Moth and drop a Protect. Fodder your Treads, and then bring out Hydreigon to repin, get a Tailwind up. It's probably the best that we got. But I assume they have Flutter in the back. And we don't like... Oh, yeah, we do. We're fine. We're fine versus that, actually. So we Protect here. Try and get the EQ. Turns on Tailwind, sorry. Last turn Tailwind. Awesome. That's exactly what I want to see. Yep. Protect EQ. They have to respect Treads a little bit. They might Rock Slide, but they should be respecting my Treads. Shadow Ball? Yep, go for it. You KO this, Tailwind ends, and it's time for Hydreigon. Infinite Berry. I took it to Worlds in 2017 with Trevenant. I took Harvest Trevenant to Worlds. Alright, no more Tailwind. Heat Wave. Flash Cannon. Yep. I think the last Mon is going to be Flutter. Heat Wave finishes off Goldango. And it'd be nice to get Tailwind up. I don't think we have the resources, though. Because, like, I don't want to get... yeah, this is fine. We don't want to get Stompy Tantrum on our Moth. We had to hit a Heat Wave. That's about it. And we can also go for Sludge Wave next turn. That's going to be sick. Depending on what they have. It would have been nice to get up Tailwind. I just don't feel like we have the resources. This is one of the few scenarios which I'm ever going to be like, yo, Steel Terra Hydreigon's cracked. Normally I like Fire, but in this exact scenario, it's great. Let's see what happens. Heat Wave, cool. Hit the Goldango. Awesome. We didn't have to Steel Terra here, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't have. That was a mistake. Because we could have still went Fairy Terra with our Moth. No, I didn't want Hydreigon to take chip damage. That's what I'll tell myself to make it better. I didn't want it to take Sandstorm chip. Look at me mitigating the damage on accident correctly. So let's see what they have. They could have Tusk, Bundle, or Flutter. And that Murkrow. The Murkrow's no big deal. Because it's burned. We just wait it out. They're probably going to go Tailwind with it. Flutter. Awesome, I made the right choice. Right choice was made. Look at me. Look at me. You ain't got nothing versus this. I mean, that's why we saved the Hydreigon in the back. It just messes with that up. So we're just going to go Protect here. Elongate the amount of time we have AoE. And... nah, that's fine. Actually, we're just okay. We want to double. We'll Sludge Wave, and we'll go for the Flash Cannon. Get those wins. Sash Flutter might be a problem, but I don't think they even KO our Moth with the Shadow Ball. And if they do, and they're... are they Sash on that Flutter? I don't think so. They're probably Orbed. And so they're probably They're probably trying to roll the Hydreigon here. So let's see what they got. Shadow Ball and a Moth. Hey, works for me. Absolutely fine. And we don't even take the L. And they're Orb, just like I said. Cool. So we take those wins. Probably this turn. Bulky Moth. This team's pretty busted. We won like every game. The power of Tropius. And we missed that Leech Seed, guys. Like, that's so big. I can't believe we actually came back and won this one after missing that Turn 1 Leech Seed. Can't believe this team is so good. It's so good, and it's only going to get better after we fix it. That's the crazy thing. It's only going to get better. So I'm excited to go into the team fixing part of the video. So here is the Tropius team. It won every game. This team won every game, and I think it actually, like, can be optimized. I think the team actually can be optimized. I think the Iron Treads was great. Maybe a little bit of a moveset change. Tropius was wonderful. Nothing to change on Tropius. I even like the EV spread that they gave us as well. We'll check that out in a sec. Iron Moth EVs can be slightly optimized. The Medicham, I feel like Medicham with telepathy can be paired with like the Treads or the Moth, right? That's the idea. And while if we want to keep Medicham, we can. I feel like Medicham and Fardraft do the exact same thing. Like with Medicham, you're trying to taunt things. Maybe like taunt a Trick Room. Fardraft has Imprisoned Trick Room. You could probably just fuse those Pokemon and put like Imprisoned Trick Room on your Medicham. Right? You know, it gets Imprisoned Trick Room. Like, we don't need Nightshade. That was funny. But I don't think that, like, it's really, like, required. Yeah, I really like the Tropius set. And then the Hydreigon, I think you gotta pick Focus Energy or pick Tailwind. I don't think you use both. But that's just my opinion. So we're gonna go take a look at some of the EVs for this team. So here are the EVs and stuff like that. The thing I want to take a look at first is Iron Treads. I think this can definitely be optimized. It's cool to put points in Spadef, but you saw that we actually ate that Flamethrower and still went down. So I think that we can actually better optimize this EV spread. So the first thing we're going to do is take a look at the damage calculator here. We'll plug in Iron Treads. And all this being said, I love the team. I love the team, and I think it's great. And it's a perfect example of what I was talking about. Like, you don't need your EVs to be, like, perfect. As long as you're using the right mons, you're probably going to be in a really, really good situation. So Iron Treads has a 252 attack set. And we're using Adamant. And then we got a Choice Scarf on it, so we got a +1 speed to a pretty decent 106 base speed stat and 92 speed. So this speed stat comes in at probably 1 higher than the Moth, right? 207, that's a bit of a weird number. We can actually tweak that. We also want to tweak our, what other mon? I wonder why this has 207. That's a really weird number to get to a +1. Huh. Because, like, realistically, you would want to get to 208 to outspeed things like Iron Bundle, which would be on this side. So, like, a bundle would be 208, like a Sash bundle. 206, sorry, it outspeeds 206. Sorry, bundle's 206, my bad. So it outspeeds bundle by 1 point. Sorry, 207 outspeeds bundle. It's a good set then. 207 outspeeds bundle, that's great. I do think, though, that we can just optimize the rest of the EVs. And a way to do that would be to take all these out of here. And 90 base isn't, like, that high. It's not super bloated. So, like, realistically, you could throw, like, it would be more cost effective to throw like 156 and then go like that. And then realistically, take points from that HP and then put them in specific stats depending on what you plan on eating. So let's take a look at some special attackers in the meta and see what we might need to block from them. So if we take a look at special attackers in the meta, let's just take a look at speed and then go sort it by special attackers. So like Iron Bundle, I don't think we really need to worry about like Hydro Pump. We're going to get killed by that anyways unless we Terra. And we're faster anyway, so it shouldn't really even matter. Let's take a look at Fluttermane. So let's see how well it eats like a Fluttermane Shadow Ball. So let's see how well we eat Fluttermane Shadow Ball. Because that's something we might have to eat a lot of. We had to eat one in the set today. So plugging in a Shadow Ball there. You can see it doesn't even KO at all. And like our set's going to have like 156 4 as well. So like they don't already KO. It's already a guaranteed. It's already almost a 2-shot. So I don't think we need to worry about that. Let's go back to the team builder. Keep on going. Special attackers that give us issues. Not a lot, realistically. So I think that just putting those points in HP are going to really help us out on that defensive side as well. You saw we took a lot of damage every single time we had to take physical attacks as well, which I was surprised how well we weren't eating the physical attacks. And it's because we had all our points in Spadef. You're just going to get more value out of putting your points into HP and let it doing a lot more of the heavy lifting. You don't mitigate as much a special D in doing this, but you mitigate a lot more of that defensive stat, and it's really going to be a good help. Taking a look at Moth now, and I think your Moth set is almost perfect. You even have the 4-4 split. You got 148, which is what you need. You have the 169, ending it at a 9, so you take less from your Life Orb. It's really, really good. I think at this point, though, there's nothing wrong with going at 252. At this point, you might as well be 252 so you just don't get outsped by their base 110 speed Pokemon. There are a ton of them. There's a ton of base 110 speed Pokemon that are worth respecting, right? So we plug all the way down here. So you got Iron Moth, Gengar, Frostlass, Espeon, Jumpluff, Lycanroc, Raichu. Those are all 110s, and you don't want to lose speed ties to any of those. So I think realistically, you should go 2v2 here, take a little bit out of... I realistically would take like 4 out of the special attack, but like... sorry, 8 out of the special attack. So I would do it like that. That's what I would do. I don't know if you have an exact roll. In that case, you would still want to keep the HP exactly the same, so you take the same amount of chip from Life Orb, and you would take the 4 out of the defense and Spadef, but like, you should just go full speed in this situation, in my opinion. Happy for the DLC. I haven't really seen anything about the DLC, but if you're happy about it, I'm happy about it. So going into... and the moveset's good. I think the moveset's good. I was going to talk about making this Flying Terra. I loved the Fairy Terra. I was pleasantly surprised by how cracked that was. So really good stuff. I think the only thing I might want to change here is I don't really like Stone Edge. But looking at like our other options, I would probably use Rock Slide. I would realistically probably use Rock Slide, make it like a Flinch Magnet, make it a little bit more like a Landorus, but like, if you like Stone Edge, you like Stone Edge. We're using Earthquake every time, right? Tropius was great. I think this was really, really cool spread. It's using our EVs optimally too. So it's like, it's putting our nature and our EVs all in the right spot. So it's good. Like, give a Flying Terra, make it a Orlando. I think this is a good Tropius set. I even like the Water Terra to be able to block fire attacks. Good stuff. I wouldn't change anything about Tropius. This Pokemon is actually really, really good. Medicham though. So this is what I would do here. I would go something like this. You'd be surprised what Medicham gets. You can keep Fake Out if you want, but like Imprison Trick Room, right? And then you could pick a move, because Medicham gets so many things. It's the only mon in the game that can Imprison Detect, I think. There might be one other, but you know, anyways, that's a thing for another day. You can pick a move that would normally give us like a lot of problems and just put it on the Medicham and have the Imprison. So in that case, because it gets like so many things, like for example, it gets like, you would never use it, but it gets Shadow Ball. And you'd be surprised, like, Medicham Shadow Ball probably actually does more than, like, Nightshade would have. So, like, there's so many moves. What are we weak against? Like, it doesn't get... Oh, we can put Sunny down. That's kind of cool. It doesn't get Dazzling to block Hydreigon protection, but, like, what would we really want? Like, you could put Drain Punch on here and never have to worry about, like, Iron Hand's Drain Punch or anything. You know what I mean? Something like that. Speed and Special Attack is the same now. If Sun is up, what boost do you get? Oh, you're talking about the Moth, right? Or are you talking about, what mon are you talking about? And this isn't a Sun mon, this is the other thing. And it's the way it would work is, yeah, that's a good question. They're the exact same, you're right. So at that point, what I would just do is, you would always get the same boost to whichever one you want, but it would be Cork Drive. I would just go like that then, at that point. But you're right. You want the special attack every time. I think you would still get the special attack boost every time. It goes attack, dense, special attack, speed. You're right, all right, so I was right. Yeah. You can still keep that. Because, like, they go in an order, right? So they go in order based off, like, the top to bottom. And it's a weird situation. But you would get the special attack boost first, even though they're tied. And it's always going to be the same. I wish it wasn't the same, you know? And that it was, like, random sometimes and you could lean into that, but it is what it is. But as for the Medicham, I would make this thing Imprison Trick Room on, or I would cut it. Like, if we could cut Medicham, I would. Because it's like... It is what it is. It's not universal with things with speed ties. It's universal to things that get boost to specific stats that rank off your highest stat. So things like Beast Boost and this. Basically only these two things. But yeah, if I were to cut them on, I would say cut Medicham for something like an Iron Hands. That's just me. I know that's a lot of ground weakness though. Yeah, speed ties are 50-50. Let's see, what other fake out users could we add here? Just hypothetically. Just shooting this out here. I think Goth would be good. Let's see. Dude, Pawmot? No, it's too much ground weakness. That's the thing, is like a lot of these things have a lot of ground weakness. Toxicroak's pretty cracked. I think Toxicroak could actually be really good here. Hariyama itself actually isn't bad, because it also gets Wide Guard. Dude, you can go like... We can always add this Medicham back, but like, dude, you could just go Berserker here, man. Am I wrong? And you like, you go Sludge Wave next to Berserker, and you go like super Iron Head next to the Berserker, Steely Spirit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that sounds so cool, right? That sounds so cool. But as for the Medicham, right? If we're gonna keep Medicham, it's gonna be... hard to use. I think that Berserker is really clean. Yeah, Medicham's cool because it gets telepathy. That's the reason why you want it. You don't want to keep hitting your teammates. So, like, telepathy Medicham's fine. This is our Sash, it's fine. I just don't think that you need, like, the taunt. Like, I feel like taunt Medicham, it's so weird. You have your fake out, you got your feint. I understand you really like these, and these are probably how you play the team correctly, right? And then you got the taunt, too, so you can taunt things like Amoonguss. This is good for Amoonguss. You kind of need something to keep, like, Amoonguss a little bit in check. I just don't feel like the Nightshade's the right play. I would just go Drain Punch there in that situation. I'm not a fan of the Nightshade in like any situation. So if you want to keep the Medicham, be my guest. Drain Punch lets you recap like slight situations where you get just a little bit of health back. You can also think about going like Brick Break in that situation, or even Bullet Punch to be able to potentially mess with like Flutter Mains just a little bit. There are situations where, you know, you can go for so many different things. Medicham gets a lot of really, really cool stuff. And it's not bad. You can even go counter in that situation because we have a Sash, right? I just don't think that Nightshade is the right move. I think there's so many other moves. Quick Guard sometimes good. I would change this to Drain Punch realistically, just so you can at least like Drain Punch like T-Tars. T-Tars could potentially be an issue for this team, especially against like Moth, and it will let you recap your Sash. Let's see. What do you guys want? What should we put here? This is like a really hard last choice. Zen Headbutt's sometimes good, just for the flinch chance. Rock Slide is usually okay. I would probably also think about Rock Slide, especially if we're going to be using a set like this. And at this point, yeah, I know you had like HP. Like, I would use a set more like this on the Medicham, just because there's no reason to be full HP on a Sash set. So I would go something like this if we were going to do something like this, and I would just leave it. Fargiraffe, I think Fargiraffe was right, but you want to make this Ghost, so you don't have to care as much about Final Gambits or Pop Bombs from Mouse Holds. It's the only big change I would make. Set was fine. I liked the special attack boosting, getting the 110 boost to your higher stats, so it was good stuff. 4 right there is really good as well. This would double into being a 162, which is decent if you had the Tailwind boost. So you could put a lot more speed. I don't think you need it, though. And last but not least, Hydreigon. Hydreigon only needs to get to 163. That's correct. That's probably about as good as you're going to get. I know personally, I'm not a fan of Tailwind and Focus Energy, but if that works for you, that works for you. I would make this into like a vested Hydreigon with like Dark Pulse Heat Wave, but I feel like you need a Tailwind setter, and if you can make it work, you can make it work. And you might as well run Focus Energy if you're not going to like Orbit or do something weird. So like, it's so weird. I don't think there's that many things that would realistically fix with this team because it won every game. There's slight optimizations, but if we were to start changing things like changing this Hydreigon or changing the Medicham, it loses the nuances that make it able to correctly influence the opponents to bring the mons that we want them to bring. Right? So if I take out the Medicham, the Pokemon that they don't know what that does, they're going to bring different Pokemon. Right? If I were to put a Pokemon that they knew how to deal with, they'd be bringing Pokemon that they're more comfortable with. But we're basically making them solve for X without really telling them what kind of equation we're trying to do. We have Tropius, we have Medicham, it's weird. And so I think, like, realistically, we just kind of lean into that. Keep the weird stuff, but, like, slightly optimize it and fully realize, like, why we have the things that we have. I think the Ghost Terror on the Medicham, giving it a little bit more hit, a little bit more of, like, a situation where it can be a bully might be a good idea. Making this a Ghost Terror so you don't die to Mouse Holds or Final Gambits is really good. And then, like, realistically, just cleaning up the EVs on this thing, cleaning up slightly on this thing. Tropius and Hydreigon are fine. So those are the changes that I would make. Let's go play a game on Showdown and see if it holds up on Showdown as well. I thought I needed Tailwind, that's why I was Hydreigon. Roaring Wind first. Medicham was for feint. If you think Fargiraffe is the same as Medicham, can we not swap Fargiraffe for a Tailwind setter? We could, but Fargiraffe is so much better against like Trick Room. If it like you saw, we beat every single Trick Room team, like easiest peasiest. So like it's one of those things where if it works, why would we change it? You know, very very standard. So Medicham, like Drain Punch does good damage for his bundle, great damage for his T-Tar. So Medicham might come here. Let's see. I wouldn't be surprised to see Talonflame Tusk. Maybe. I'm going to open up Moth and Tropius. I'm going to bring Treads in the back. And I think you bring Hydreigon here. You could also Trick Room. I also like that, like, Fargiraffe has Trick Room, so we can Trick Room. Like, if they have a super Tailwind team like this guy does, I could just lead Fargiraffe Medicham and go fake out Trick Room, and then enable, like, our Hydreigon to, like, sweep in the back. Is there a good mod to normal Terra and do that strat? What strat? There's a lot of good normal Terra mods. But let's see what they do. I think Dragonite's a good normal Terra one, but like I don't know what strat you're talking about. Oh, Explosion plus Feint. We did that the other day. We had a video with that the other day. That was with Rev of Room. Rev of Room. That was sick. Self-destruct is fine. Alright, so we got Moth and Tropius versus T-Tar Talonflame. Okay. So we can just Wide Guard here. I think just Wide Guard D-Queen into like next turn pivot in Treads when they double in here and we like Sludge Wave. Could also see this as a turn. Well, I think I'll Wide Guard here. You want to get them thinking that we have Wide Guard so they can't Rocks us. Awesome. D-Gloom's just good damage. Rock Slide blocked. Awesome. So now we know, now they know we have Rock Slide, they're going to tunnel into this slot. So this slot's switching in on Treads. We will go Terra here just so we don't die. Actually, we don't want to. They're not going to Rock Slide. Yeah, they're not going to Rock Slide. They're going to go Brave Bird. If they Stomping Tantrum, I lose. It's a little bit risky. A little bit risky. Just a tad. They might Wisp the Tropius slot. I doubt it. They might Taunt it and protect T-Tar. There's the Taunt. Cool, cool play. Sludge Wave. Good, good, good. Cool. 1% Talonflame. Talonflame's going to take out. And Ice Punch. Alright, so that's absolutely fine. This is a little bit risky turn for me, though. So Talonflame's down. They only have 2 turns of Tailwind, so we can like weave in and out of that. And we still have our Terra safe. That's like a really important part of the game. And note that we put all those points in HP, so we actually ate that way better. We'd be at about 59% right now if we didn't put those points in HP, which is within range for like a big special attacker. They will be flying Terra into something here. So we're just going to protect. I'm going to click the EQ. I'd like to see their Terra. Like, which one does it, you know? Probably T-Tar, right? We could save this Iron Treads, I think. I think Shadow Ball plus Ice Punch into Treads gets the KO. But then, realistically, we're going to be able to send out Tropius again. Or Hydreigon. Hydreigon's great here. Shadow Ball in that slot? Wow. Greedy, greedy. T-Tar almost going down. Ice Punch again? Rock Slide. What a weird game. Last turn Tailwind. We should just switch out the Iron Treads at this point. Yep, they just scoop. Hey, I'm surprised we won that one. We had to play really greedy, so I wouldn't say that's a good game. Like, they messed up more than we won, so we'll play another one. This person was in like the almost 1200s. All right, cool. Very, very, very cool team. Klefki's cool. Pelipper's cool. We don't need to stop Trick Room, I don't think. Klefki could Trick Room. I don't think it's worth respecting. I don't hate Hydreigon here. I know that sounds like weird. There's not that much we actually have to wide. I'm gonna lead Tropius and Medicham. I don't know if this is a good play, but I'm gonna try this. We haven't really done this yet. And I'm gonna go Iron Moth and Treads in the back. This is a weird board state. Yeah, I think Overcooled is gonna be a really good mon. I can see that. So let's see what they want to do. I think that Tropius Medicham is a very low power lead, like very low power. But we're gonna try and play a Leech Seed game and like get a board state where we just roll them over because like they're gonna set hazards and so we don't really have to care that much. So we just Leech Seed into the Tusk and we fake out Tusk because like what's Klefki gonna do? You know what I mean? Like you can D-Weave if you want, but like absolutely free Leech Seed, freest Leech Seed of my life. We take those all the way to the bank. What are you doing here? It's a good question, right? Ice Spinner? Yeah, this is fine. Head smash. Holy shit, bro. Good thing we didn't have to deal with that. Oh, dude, Tropius would have been melted, bro. All right, so we can just go protect here. And probably switch in Medicham if we wanted. I wonder if they're not gonna Earthquake. They're gonna go for the big attack into that slot. I think realistically we could just go Giga Drain into that and then have Medicham switch back in, get its Sash clocked, and be good. Awesome. Good to see. Head smash. Dude, they hate Tropius! Dude, all my homies hate Tropius, bro. Tropius busted. Look at us. Look at us, boys. We have a faster fake out than they do. Nice. Flying type. All my homies hate Tropius. There's a flinch they tried to fake out. Thunder with the miss. The water. Oh, dude. Leave my Tropius alone, bro. Give me back my citrus berry. All right, let's think about what we need to do here. We swap in that on Thunder. I'm trying to think if there's anything we actually need to do here. Medicham did its job. I don't think there's a reason to, like, save it. This is actually probably a waste of a turn, but I don't want to take any damage on my Moth at all. We know we're protecting there. Sorry, not protecting. We're switching in Treads. I'll Drain Punch the hands. It's literally just leaving it on the board for a turn. I thought about taunting the Dragonite, but I don't think it's worth it. I want to leave the Medicham on the board because, like, I don't need it to do anything. Good play. Awesome. So we have an EQ here. And we also get a Feint if we need it. I wouldn't be surprised to see a Dazzling from Klefki, but they're going to take a lot of damage here. They can go Reflect, but then they won't be able to screen after our taunt. And then, oh, Dragonite switches in. Nice. Good play, good play. Telepathies. Okay. So it should be fine to come in with Moth here, right? Dazzling Gleam. Plus, you don't need to Feint because they can't protect because they're taunted. Yeah, you just switch in Tropius, reset Fake Out. Oh, the hands didn't go down. Unlucky. That was probably just the game. Hurricane miss, dude. We're so lucky with these misses. They side Volt Switch their Dragonite to proc Policy, dude. What a freaking Chad, bro. What a Chad. They're gonna light screen. Yeah, I ain't letting that. I ain't no slouch, bro. Let's see what happens. They can take out the Moth here. I think we actually can just grind them out with Tropius. Klefki may Rain Dance? It can. What's it good to do? Like, I don't want to... Yeah, this is fine. Dude, doesn't even get the KO. Moth thick, bro. There's a Rain Dance. Yeah, it's absolutely fine. Like, it doesn't matter. We're just trying to wait him out. And we get a burn, too. We're double burn. This is the luckiest game of my life. You know what? It's that Tropius difference, boys. It's the Tropius difference. Tropius is literally just built different. I've just never been this lucky in my life. I should use Tropius in every game. Bruh. Tropius. The undeniable. The irreplaceable. Foul play, dude. Tropius doesn't care. We could have probably Giga Drained that too. Easiest peasiest. Lemoniest, squeeziest, and we take those wins, bro. Tropius! This team's just really good for no reason. It's one of those things that, like, we struck gold with something here, boys. We struck gold. And there ain't no reason to change anything, because it's just good. It just works. Whatever the combination of the Moth, Tread, Spar, Giraffe, Hydreigon is, it makes them bring the wrong stuff. And they just, everyone loses to Tropius, and we get really lucky. So I just think this team's fun. I think this is a cool team. And thank you to Kenobi for submitting it.